Okay, so welcome to my channel, DoBeLive, and today we are going to get right into it with the love message for this Venus Friday. So, um, good colors to wear: green, red, pink, just to really draw on the energy of Venus, which is all things beauty, all things love, all things luxury. And so today's message is basically just to collectively see what is coming through. If this is not your story, that is okay. Take what resonates. Do not try to make it stick. If it does not feel right, that is okay. Maybe the next one. I missed you guys this week. Like, it has just been so much going on, and I'm one of those people who very much believe in making sure that I'm very centered, I'm very focused, and I'm very clear when I am co-creating and working with spirit to bring you guys messages. That's just me, and it has been a hell of a week. This week, I started back school as I'm wrapping up neuromuscular therapy for massage, and that and just personal things. It just was an overwhelming week. Nonetheless, I am very excited to get to you all today for the love message on Venus Friday. So, things to enhance, sacral chakra energy, divine feminine energy, bringing balance to the divine masculine energies is, of course, music. You want the hertz of 528, 639. So as to bring in, the frequencies of love and attraction. So there's that, as well as abundance. And, as we know, abundance looks different for everyone. But yeah, we're going to do a check-in, collectively speaking, to see what is going on in the collective. And I'm not going to try to be before you long, but at the same time, I do have quite a few decks that I'm using, and we'll just kind of see how spirit is leading us and what is showing up and go from there. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I so enjoy all the positive feedback and messages that I've been receiving. So please, thank you for being here in the community. I do appreciate you. I honor you. And stick around. I will return shortly. Hi, you guys. Okay, welcome back. I had to take a quick pause to kind of switch things around once again. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is going to be the love message coming through at this time. May it resonate for where you are. If not, do not try to make it stick. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the activation card to find out exactly this is the Oracle Activation Sacred Geometry deck for relationships. So the first question we're asking Spirit, while I'm shuffling, if you all will please take your several deep breaths, 3 or 4, whatever floats your boat, whatever allows you to clear your mind space and open your heart to today's message. It is a timeless message, so when you come across this is going to be what you need at that time, for those of you who are open to receiving. And with that being said, we're going to see what is being activated currently in your love life, in your intimate life, in your relationships. Holy Spirit, light beings of the universe, what is currently being activated in the collective regarding relationships? Intimacy. Ooh, that is so funny. So joy, transparency, and reflection came out, but that's not how I want to do it. So I'm gonna pull those up. What is currently being activated in the collective with their love, with matters of the heart and mind, relationships, singles and married? Okay. because we won't know exactly, you know, who's who or what's what until we probably start pulling tarot, maybe. All right. So third chakra, number 3, and I just want to see if there's one more. All right. And freedom, connection. Bottom deck energy is connection. How beautiful. All right. So we have third eye and freedom. So the first thing that I'm pulling is that a lot of you, or a lot of us, are in a space of drawing and or really relying and honoring our personal power so as to come into the freedom to explore, the freedom to be, the freedom of infinite and boundless possibilities and potential. This is really about who you want to be. And so this could be who you want to be in your relationships, who you're showing up as in your relationships. You know, are you free? You may be wondering. And it's funny because third chakra, obviously, is a 3 card. Can you guys see that? Yeah. And this one is 21. And that is 3. So, you know, I think Ascended Master is very much heavy here. You know, Spirit just coming through with messages, period. That, you know, if you want freedom, if freedom is what you want, it's about embracing your personal power. It's about coming into that. It's about knowing that you are enough and everything that you do is enough. And that is an affirmation that you can use. I am enough and everything that I do is enough. I'm creating a magnificent life. So the energy of the solar plexus, again, reminds us of, you know, who are we? Who are we trying to be? Who do we want to be? You know, so that we can truly feel and be free in our connections, be free in our relationships, be free within ourselves. So let's see how you're showing up with your energies. So what is the energies? And we're going to pull the energy of your person. So we're going to pull the energy of you who may be coming across this. We're going to pull the energy of your person of interest. If you do not have a person of interest, this could be your person of interest that is coming. So, you know, we're not going to be one-sided. If you're not in a relationship or you're not involved in a connection at this time, this could be energy that is definitely on its way to you if you are indeed in a space where you are open to receiving. Okay. What is... all who are watching, those who are watching, what is the current energy for those who may be watching at this time, Holy Spirit? All right, so for you all who are watching, Spirit is asking you to keep an open mind about your love life or about your relationship. And what is the energy of the person of interest, whether this is a union or whether this is energy that is coming for the person who's watching. What is their person of interest energy at this time, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Ooh. Sorry, you guys. Let's just be making noise. All right. So make the effort fill out. It's a lot of attraction. I think that, you know, your person finds you very attractive as well. I feel like you focusing on your personal power here with this third chakra and freedom. I think you just being in a space, some of you may be in a space where you're just really focused on you. You know, you're embracing this freedom. You're not necessarily, if you're in a connection, obviously this is not. But for those of you who may be single or not in union or in separation, take what resonates, apply it accordingly. But for some of you, you may just be in your own lane, minding your business. And that is just drawing more attraction to you because it's like you're no more aware, even though you're open and, you know, you're here for it. And you may not be looking for it. So you may really be in a space where you're just truly allowing your divine feminine to just bring things to you. You're just in that Venus energy of allowing things to flow like water, you know, taking in and to moving out things that you do and don't need. So here your person of interest is needing to or trying to make an effort. Okay? So for those of you who are separated, or you're in a union, you're married, or you have a significant other, and you guys may be having some things going on, some challenges at this time, this is about knowing that your person is definitely trying to make the effort, because, you know, they want to have this secure feeling of freedom and open, and being able to, you know who they are, know who you are, and know who y'all are together. Okay, does that make sense? Unrequited love. For some of you, Spirit is very much saying, let us freedom. Okay, like Namaste Asé. Yeah, let us freedom, because you're attracting something that isn't necessarily what you need for where you are right now. And when we get into the tarot, we're going to need to know. So it may be codependent energy showing up with your person. It just may not be that there's enough attraction to keep you two engaged, or even wanting to, move forward. It may be a need to release, unresolved past relationships. That may be the holdup. But there is something here with the unrequited love that either they're going to make the effort because they feel as though there isn't enough chemistry to keep the relationship going, or you're needed to keep an open mind because you see that for you it's unrequited and it isn't enough to keep you like, I'm going to put in the effort. I feel like this is your person saying that they're wanting you to make the effort. They know that the connection has changed. They know that things have changed, but they're asking you to make the effort. Okay, so with these, I love these cards. These are the vortex relationships. This is about trying to find out, how are we showing up in our relationship? How are we showing up in our relationships? How are we showing up to love? How are we, are we open? Are we closed? What is manifesting? As above, so below. So as within comes without. So what are we doing? How are we showing up? What aren't we doing? Let's see. I love these cards because they're very, 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 very therapeutic. I say that all the time. So how are we showing up currently in our love life? What needs to be brought to our awareness about how we're showing up, or how our person may be perceiving us, and how are we perceiving them? Okay, so we have 1, which is 35, and how do we view our person of interest? Or for those of you who are not in union, how will you view your person of interest? Okay? Sorry, you guys. It says, I have the power to direct my own thoughts. So again, for me, I feel like for those of you who are coming across this, you're more so in a space of like, well, I'm open and I'm here, but I'm just focused. I just feel like you're in an energy of focusing on your creative energy and listening and tuning in to your intuitive self about following and doing the things that will allow you, again, to create the magnificent life that you came here to have. So your thoughts do create the reality that you live. And one of the most exciting things about beginning the process of deliberately focused thought is that the law of attraction will bring you evidence of your improved thought immediately. And while old patterns may be hard to break, you may slip back into old patterns from time to time. Evidence of your effort will be undeniable to you. And before long, with much less effort than you spend trying to dodge negative conversations or train another into better behavior, all of your relationships will improve. So basically, I said it earlier, as above, so below. So that which you are thinking about, where your energy go, where your thoughts go, that's where your energy is flowing. And I really feel like your energy is in a space of, I'm keeping an open mind, but I'm really, really trying to learn how to, from a soul level, because that to me is where we house the soul, is in your third chakra. If you take, your two fingers above your belly button, this is the home of your solar plexus chakra, your intuition. Of course, we also house it in our third eye, which is the pineal gland, and they work intuitive. They correlate with one another. They interconnect with one another to be that portal to your spiritual source, which is in the crown chakra. So yeah, I feel like this is where you are energetically at a soul level, within your mind, within your heart, and it's manifesting and it's showing up in your physical. As you know, you're just focused on everything but you're open to that which is coming in. And if you are in a connection, you're open to allow healing to occur. You're open because you understand that your thoughts are creating your reality. You already know this. You already know that you're only going to get out of it what it is you're putting in. Okay? Now, for those of you, your person of interest may see that you're showing up as an extension of source energy. So yeah, so for everyone who is coming across this, you're highly spiritually in tune. I don't care about your faith. I don't care what you choose to believe. Just know that your beliefs are right for you. But what I'm saying, so again, whether you're Christian, whether you're a spiritualist, whether you're Buddha, I don't care what you are. That's not my business. Okay. But what I'm saying is your person of interest sees you as a source. They see the God in you. They recognize the divine in you. Namaste. So they feel as though, you're very much high vibrational and probably very healing. So let's read. Because it says, you came as a physical extension of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you, but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way, and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with the source within you, every other relationship would be beneficial and pleasurable. So I feel like your person of interest is learning from you. Whereas you see your person of interest showing up as above, so below. They recognize that, hey, that which I'm putting out, that which I'm feeling, that which I'm thinking is manifesting into my reality. And so, they're aware of this. They're conscious of this. And so they're doing what they can to make the changes and asking you to be patient with them, to make the effort. Yeah, it feels as though we don't have enough to keep things going. But they look at you as, this divine source, this divine inspiration. I feel as though they feel very connected and feel as though they're very grateful to have you in their life. Okay. Let's see what the message, see what the tarot is saying. And we're going to do a quick spread because I don't want to be before you guys long, and all my information will be linked or put in the description box below. So if you want to book a personal reading or any of my other services, that information will be down below. So the Ten of Pentacles came out. Again, I feel like this energy, along with Capricorn just coming in with this new moon, the age of Aquarius, where we're talking about innovation, we're talking about forward thinking. I just feel like the energy feels good. Yeah, there are challenges. Yeah, there are things, but I feel like there is so much growth occurring personally and spiritually that it is going to yield fulfillment. It's going to yield happiness. It's going to yield a complete home, or something, feeling as though something's been completed, something's been fulfilled, and now it's time to start the next new journey in our relationship. So let's see. It feels really good. And I feel like this is I feel like some of this energy is like, oh, it seemed like it's been such a long time coming in terms of like healing certain aspects of who you are. Yeah. Healing certain aspects of who you are. Being open to the fact that you're not always right and that you can't always control things, and that, yes, it's a desired outcome, but compromise is just as important. So again, there's a lot of effort and a lot of attraction here, and a need to connect, or a need for change in how you two connect with one another. Okay, so Four of Swords just came out. So, typically in regular tarot, Four of Swords is about peace. But to me, this is about, doing what is required to keep that spark alive, I think igniting, enticing. This reminds me of enticing energy. So there may be a need to get back to the basics. Get back to doing the things that you were doing that created the attraction to begin with. Do the things that you did that attracted you to your person. Or for those of you who may not necessarily be in union, when you come across that individual, be who you were when you met them. We get so comfortable and complacent. Here comes Luna, y'all. It never fails. I always do a reading, and here she comes, pulling my mariachi. Hey, Lulu. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands here. Hey, Lulu. Hello, Mama. Okay. All right. So we have the Knight of Wands here. Luna. You cannot sit. Okay, so Luna's going to sit. I got to move her. Sorry, you guys. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this feels good. You want the same thing. But trust me, it's not without its challenges. That is clear. But the attraction is so strong. There's so much passion. There's so much fire. There's so much desire. Hey, Lulu. Okay, so can I finish the people's reading? So Luna want to lay on the card because she loves love. Her name is Luna Venus. Okay. Okay. 2 more cards. Please, Spirit, even though Luna's all over the place. Oh, wow. 7 of Cups. But, yeah, there's choices that have to be made. Decisions. I see turtle energy, so this is a ritual. So for some of you, you may need to be open to doing a little sex magic. Again, there's a need to get back to the basics. Get back to doing, if this is a couple who's maybe in separation and thinking about reconciling, this is about being open and aware to the things that changed, that created the separation. For some of you, this is just about the way you start is how you finish. That, or at least that's how my mother taught me. She was like, you gotta maintain and do the things that you did in the beginning when you met them. That is very heavy energy here. Some of us have forgotten, date nights, whatever it is. 7 energy again, 7 of Pentacles. Again, notice the candle. Yeah, so heavy on the sex magic. Can you guys see that? The candle down there and the heart and the petals and the spirits. In order to have this growth, in order to be in a space where you all feel secure with each other, there is a need for you all to, and not necessarily sex magic, because everybody doesn't believe in it, but there is a need for you all to come up with some type of routine. There's a need to come up with some type of routine. I hope it does not do that. I hope it really does not do all that slow stuff. There's a need for you to come up and create something new. So if it's not sex magic, there is a need for you all to maybe kind of take a practical step back to think about things, compromise. Come up with things that you both enjoy doing. Yeah. Move past the indecisive energy. Women, or I will say, because I'm not being gender specific, I take that back. So, divine feminine, because you can be a male with a heavy feminine energy. So, let's just put it this way. To the divine feminine of the divine connection between the masculine and feminine, you need to be in a space of just allowing. And let the divine masculine handle the rest. So that is compromise, because a lot of alpha females, if you are a female gender, you don't resonate well with control. You don't resonate well with letting others do whatever it is that they want to do. Okay? So you have to be open to these things. Here, Lulu. Okay. So let's see, because we are getting down to the close of things. What is it that we need to release in this connection? That is so crazy. If it's 2, I'm keeping it. And it's 2. So I'm keeping it. It's funny. Surrender to prayer and surrender to miracles. So some of you may feel as though it's going to take a miracle to pull this off in terms of unrequited love. For some of you, it's just a matter of, que sera, sera. What will be, and let it be. There's no need in trying to continue to fight the situation, but whatever is trying to take place, allow Spirit to do whatever it is that they do, and move accordingly. Give it over to prayer. This is that let go, let God energy. Let go and let God. Or let go and let your divine team of ancestors and angels handle it from there. There's no need in worrying about whether you're separated, if you're going to stay separated, if you're going to come into union, if you're going to come to union, when. Remind yourself or repeat several times daily, I am open to miracles. I am open to miracles. Surrender to the miracles that is trying to take place in your love life at this time. Because if you do feel like it's a situation where the attraction is no longer there, or the chemistry isn't there, but there is an attraction, and understand there is a difference, then you have to surrender. And know that if you want it to really, really work, it's going to work. But understand this too. Y'all don't control the timing of the situation. I just had to put it out there. Because sometimes you can force things in a linear aspect of time, creating more frustration, creating more headache, and creating more heartache. Spirit told me to tell y'all that. You don't get to dictate the timing of when Spirit is bringing a separation back into reconciliation. I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger, okay? So what does the universe want us to know about where we are in love? Ooh, okay. Y'all, that's too many. All right. All right. Let's see. I just wanted to see, but I wasn't moved. What does that say? That you have options is meaningful. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So, if I could make just 2 wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish that you could somehow know of your unimaginable importance, just as you now are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for even more wishes. Oh, shoot. You were such a good idea. So, yeah, I feel like someone is manifesting you, or you're manifesting someone, because this is how you feel, or this is how your person is feeling. And if you're not in union, you're single, this isn't your, you're set in terms of the separation or reconciliation, or currently in a connection, that this is what your person is thinking, or you could be even 5D energy. telepathically communicating in a higher dimension to your person. Yes, that happens. You know, I dream about people all the time that are not me. Or my loved ones. And it's so funny because when I have to reach out and tell people what's going on, they be like, oh my God. And it never makes sense to me. It doesn't. And I don't try to make sense of it until I'm actually saying it. And then, you know, if I feel led to interpret, I do. But a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's just, you know, sharing with whomever I have seen. And then it's right what they need for where they are. But it happens. You know, we communicate with each other all the time via spirit. And there is water magic where you can, you know, use water to have these conversations with, you know, people that you love. This isn't about compelling people or trying to make people do, but this is about strictly communicating. Okay. So, oh, please, I hope it's not freezing. All right, what is it? Additional love messages. Additional love messages for those who are coming across this. What is it that they want to say to their person if they could? And what is it that their person of interest wants to say to them? All right. Here we go. So it's 3. The magic number. A lot of you may be seeing 3s. That's your number. Alright. So, we do have romance here. Oh, please. What is going on? Alright. We have romance here. Cupid's arrow strikes back. So, I feel like for those of you who are curious, yes, your person is very much thinking of you. I'm telling you. There is an attraction here, but there is also a need to grow the chemistry. Somebody did something to turn somebody off. Let's just be clear. Somebody clearly did something to turn somebody off. And so this is what your person is saying. There is romance here. They're wanting you to be open to their effort. They know that there's a need to grow. Like, this is one of those situations where somebody might be growing on someone. All right. So you to your person, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now's the time to give to yourself. So that's your message to your person, because again, you're in this third chakra energy of just focusing on you right now. A lot of you are just, you know, you're in the flow of your everyday routine. But you are very much in a space where you're open and welcome to whatever comes. Mutually, though, this is a beautiful card. I love the Lover's Oracle. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So I really don't think it's going to matter what, you know, you're wanting or choosing to do. You know that when the time is right, divinely speaking, that is going to manifest rapidly. And so there's a lot of healing taking place in your person. Because again, there's a dynamic here where someone did something that was very unattractive, and it was just like, I'm attracted to you, but the chemistry feels a little off. But they're asking you to open your heart. And you can still focus on you and open your heart. But at the same time, you're trying to remind them that, hey, like attract like. As above, so below. Where your thought goes, your energy flows. You need to understand that some of the stuff that you're creating, the obstacles or challenges that you feel like your person of interest is having, is because it is a direct result of the reality that they themselves are creating. So by all means, take what resonates. I was so trying to keep this under 30 minutes. But I do hope that this finds you well with where you are. And if this isn't your story, I do hope that maybe the next one. So take what resonates. Namaste. Don't forget to thumbs up, share, and subscribe.